Hi and welcome to this nice mobilization yoga class. So today we'll be looking mostly at how we can mobilize our body in the morning after the whole night's sleep. Our body will only maintain the range of movement we use on a daily basis. And it is really important to add yourself to your routine. Mobilizing sequences, just we mobilize those muscles and joints, and our body keeps on maintaining a larger range of motion. So let's start sitting on your knees or on the floor cross-legged. You can sit on the cushion. If you're sitting on the knees, you can use a block and put it underneath yourself so it's easier for you to sit higher. And let's close the eyes and start breathing through your nose, and just notice how your breathing is. Just really feel it. Is it deep or is it shallow? Remember that I cannot see you, so you really need to be cautious in what you do. If there's any pain, please don't go there. If there's a bit of discomfort, it's fine, but it's only a bit of discomfort we're looking for, no pain. In yoga, we don't believe in no pain and no gain mantra, so that isn't what we want in here. In yoga, we believe in to listen to your body and honoring what it can do at this time. So let's now start breathing deeply through your nose, to your belly, and breathe out through your mouth slowly, like you want to fog a mirror. Inhale through the nose, and exhale slowly. Feel the tension melting away, the muscles melting away. Inhale through your nose, and exhale slowly. Bring out all your anxieties and stresses. Inhale through your nose. And last big inhale, exhale through your mouth. And now inhale through your nose. And exhale through your nose. So the same breath, just close your mouth and do it through your nose. Slowly inhale through the nose. And exhale through your nose. Slowly inhale and exhale. Again, inhale and exhale. Keep maintaining that breath at all times. And this is a good time now to set your intention for the practice. So it can be any intention. The intention could be as small as I want to stay with my breath throughout the practice, or I don't want to get distracted throughout the practice, or it could be an intention towards a big project you're working on, or just intention towards a person. It's really up to you. Okay, so let's take that block away if you had it. And now I would ask you to sit, go up to your all fours, and now tap your toes under. And we're gonna slowly sit down on those toes. So if that's too much, you can stay in that way, or you can start sitting on your toes and see how that goes. Or you can just go further and sit on those toes. So let's start breathing here. Close your eyes and start being aware of your nose. And with the nose, start making little tiny circles. If you cannot sit on your toes, just sit back as we were doing before, and start doing the circles with your nose, small ones, but then you want to make them bigger. Keep your eyes closed because you might get dizzy here. And now do as big as possible, leading with your nose. Okay, now let's go to the other side. So we start with the big ones on. So your nose is making those big circles. And make them smaller. And smaller. To a very tiny one. And now with your legs you can place your hands on the floor and untap your toes and move your legs a little bit to get some more blood in your legs. And now sit down to the back. So now we will be stretching the front of our ankles, of the shins. We are stretching the back of our feet, insoles of our feet. They are connected with the whole body, so it will be a good one. So sitting, as we're sitting, now bring your head back and to the left side and down to the right side and all the way back up again. Your neck, you're keeping your neck long, making nice little big circles now. And this isn't your nose leading, now it's mostly your chin leading. So keep doing those circles. Stop at the top, and now go to the right side, down with your chin, and to the left side, and back up again. And now we're doing rotation to the other side. Keep extending your chin as far away from you as possible. Okay, two more. One more. And come back to the middle. Keep your eyes closed for now. You might feel dizzy. So let's have a couple of breaths here. Then we can we can go to our all fours. And sit down to child's pose. Keep your eyes closed, but let the dizziness go away. And now let's go back up all fours. Knees are underneath the hips, hands are underneath the shoulders. And we're gonna do cat and cow a couple of times. So inhale, your belly goes down, your chest goes down and goes forward in front of the mat. Head is long, neck is long, and then exhale. We're going all the way back up, so we start from the lumbar spine, and now arching it as much as possible to the sky, and inhale again, starting from your lumbar spine. Belly goes down, ribs go down, chest goes to the front, head goes up, and then back to the cat again. Again, a few times in your own times. It can be a little bit quicker if you want. It can be slow. Try to feel as many vertebrae as possible. Okay, now stay in the middle and then look to the left. Look at your left foot. And then look now to the right. And to the left again. And to your right. Okay, so let's sit back to our child's pose again. We're going to do a nice little flow from here, so head goes up a little bit, just off the floor, and we're going down. We're going down as much as possible, close to the floor, and going to our cobra, low cobra. Turn to the left, turn to the right, come back to center, go down, push away from the floor, and keeping it closely, keeping your nose close to the mat, sit down to your child's pose, and again, head goes up a little bit, and we're keeping the nose as close as possible to the floor, lowering the head down on the belly, inhale to cobra, turn to the left, turn to the right, come back to center, and now back to our child, and one more time, so slowly going very close to the floor. Could be higher cobra now. Look to the left, look to the right, return back to center, go down, and push away to our child's pose again, child's pose again. Breathe here a couple of times. Okay, so let's go to our downward dog now. So tuck in your toes underneath, hands go into the mat. And go to our downward dog. Walk your dog for a couple of walks here. Belly is drawn in, ribs are draw in. And now let's take your right hand and place it to the side, and then right leg and the other leg, and we're gonna go to our squat. So stay in the low squat, you can mobilize nice here. So just move to the sides. And place your hands on the mat and see if you can touch your head to the floor. This is just the motion you're doing, you don't need to do that. And you can also be just on your toes, that's fine. And now bring your head up. We're going to take our one leg back, the other leg back. Slowly lower yourself down. And now we're going to go to either high cobra, which is your pubic bone and your legs are still on the floor. Lower yourself down, and we're going to go back up to our squat, so one leg and the other. And now in our squat again, trying to place the forehead onto the mat. And going back up again, so plank. You can either lower from here nicely, and then either high cobra, which is legs on the floor, pubic bone on the floor, or upward facing dog, which is both legs are off the mat, and come back. We can either step back as we were, or jump in and do the squat again, trying to place our head on the floor. And you can either walk your legs, or you can just jump back, lower yourself down, and then get to your high cobra or your upward facing dog, and back up again. And last one. Okay, let's go back to our down dog again. Walk your dog, look to your belly, your your shoulders are rolling down, so you're hugging them in front a little bit. Okay, now bring your right leg, and I'm going to place it next to my right hand. Left knee goes down, I'm untucking my toes. Right hand can go to the other side, to the outside of the leg. And now take your left hand, place it on your elbow. Now place your hand on your shoulder, and now make a big rotation to the front. And rotation to the back. Your elbow is leading. And now stand back up a little bit, we're bringing our hands into our mudra. And now we're just going to move to the side, so to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left again. And place your hands back on the floor. And now I'm just going to extend my front leg and sit down on my back leg. The toes can go towards the shin, but they can also be pointed, so check it out. Okay, let's go back to our lunge again. The left hand is going on my left shoulder, and I'm making a back circle with my elbow up, looking with the elbow, so the head is looking to the front and up to the back. Okay, left hand on the floor. We're coming back a little bit, staying in that lunge. Mind you, your tailbone is tucked under, so we're trying to move our pelvis that way all the time. And now, hands in the mudra. We're gonna go to the right, to the left, to the right, and to the left again. And place those hands down on the floor, and then extend your right leg and sit on your left leg slowly. Exhale. Inhale, go back up again into our lunge. Knees over the ankle. We get grabbing a hold of our shoulder, and then make this big, massive, the biggest circle you can do. So it's very slow. 1, and then return back to the other side. Place it hand on the floor, and then sit back. Okay, let's sit in here for a little bit longer. So you can bring your toes towards your shin. For now, you want to keep your spine as long as possible. Now extend, point your toes. Let's see how that feels. Okay, let's go back to our lunge. We're putting hands on the floor. Tuck your left toes under, and now bring your right leg back to our downward dog again. So let's stay in a dog for a little bit. So your shoulders are rotating out and down and underneath your shoulders. And now take your left leg, place it on the left side of your hand. Place your right knee on the floor. Untuck your toes and place your left hand away on the left side of your foot again. In here we're trying to rotate that tailbone down. Bring your hand to your shoulder, and now make this big, massive circle looking with your head to it, to the front, and then to the back. Place it down. Bring yourself up a little bit. Place your hands in under your middle and go left, right. Place your hands on the mat, and then we're going back. Okay, back up to your lunge. Take that hand, doing the big roll, looking with your head, following your elbow to the other side. Place it down, go up a little bit, and now turn to the sides. If your lunge is that way, that's okay, just in case. Okay, sit back. Again, keep your spine long, Okay, go back again to our lunge. Grab a hold of your shoulder and make those big rotation to the front and to the back. And now stand up, Anjali Mudra, left, right, again. Place those hands down and then let's sit back on our leg. Keep those toes now towards your shin. Now point your toes. Notice the difference. Okay, and let's go back to that lunge. Tuck your toes under in the right leg. Bring your knee up and our leg can go down to our downward dog again. Okay, and let's go onto our knees and now lay on our knees. Let's bring them back up, so we're standing that way. So our knees are quite high. So what do you want to do? You want to bring your left leg out now. Your right leg, out. Your left leg goes to the side, so you want to rotate it out. And with your right leg, just keep on flexing and extending your toes. And a couple of more like that. Keep with your left leg, keep rotating it out, because you can help yourself with the left elbow, pushing it out a little bit also. Okay, so extend point your toes now. And you want to get as close to the mat as possible. Feel it underneath of your leg. And breathe here. Flex your toes now. And stay where you are. Maybe you can get closer to the floor. Okay, bring it. Go up, bring that leg back to the center as we had before, and now left leg goes out. Left leg goes out, the hands go in, and we're trying to rotate out that knee. So you can help yourself with the right elbow, and now we extend, we're flexing and pointing our toes in the left foot. Feel it in your leg, in your hips. You might even feel it in your low back and mid back. Okay, point your toes and now try to get as close to the floor as possible. Keep rotating that right knee out and breathe here. Okay, flex your toes. And see if you can maybe go down lower. If not, just stay where you are. Couple of slow breaths here. One more big breath in and out. Bring yourself back up again. Bring that leg back. And what you can do in here, you can actually bring the right leg out again, and let's start moving to the sides. Just so we mobilize a little bit more of our hips. I don't know if you can feel my cracking, but if your legs are cracking, that's not a problem. It happens. So okay, let's go back to our all fours. Now we're going to be doing nice hip rotation. So the hip rotation will look like I'm leading with, we're going to do one leg at a time, so I'm leading with my knee. So what you want to have in your all fours, you want to have neutral spine, and I'm not gonna overly be kicking my hips to the side. This is not what I'm looking in here. I want to bring it out to the side. So the movement of hips is not that big. So what we're gonna do, it's inhale, bring it to the side, and now leaning with your knee, you want to bring it out to the back and bring your knee to the front again. Return back to the back again. So you use the muscles on your back leg to lift it, and then your knee is going to be starting rotating to the side and back to the center again. And this is one, okay? So we're going out and we're coming back, so that's one. So let's do it again. To the side, rotating that knee to the back and bring it to the floor, to the front, and that's half of the rep. To the back, and now you're going back up to the side and bring it back, and that's number two. So that's the second half. So that's one. You can do one more. To the side, move to the back, and bring it to the front. And with every movement, it's very slow and controlled. So you really want to use the muscles. So use the muscles on the back of your leg to bring it back. Muscles of the side. Try to feel that femur into your socket and to the back, to the middle. Okay, that's it. Now to the other side. So bring it up, but you kind of want to bring your femur up into your socket also. And then bring it to the side with your femurs in the socket, and then you're rotating in that socket joint and bring it to the front. Again, back, use the back of the muscles on the back leg, and then rotate that femur inside of your socket and bring it to the back, to the front also. And side, that was one, back, front, going back, going to the side, and going to the front again. Okay, one more round. So to the side, rotate that hip in your hip socket to the back, bring it slowly to the front, and now back up again, side and front. Oh, that's nice. I can really feel it in my legs. So you can sit down and bring your knees to the sides also, and just slowly sit down to your child's pose. 2 breaths in here. And coming back up again. Okay. I want to do another 2 joints in here. Well, 4 joints really, but anyway. So let's do our elbows and our wrists, because I don't feel these are actually looked at very closely by a lot of exercises and routines. So let's start with our right elbow. So you're opening up the hand, palm of the hand is in front, looking forward. And my arm is kind of going back a little bit. I can put the hand underneath above my elbow. On that open hand, I'm going to close my elbow, rotate the hand out, and open the elbow. Rotate the hand in, and close the elbow. Rotate the hand out, and open. Rotate in, and close. And a few more like that. You want to have a nice, slow, and controlled movement. So you can start feeling it in your elbow. Okay, let's do the last one. And because we've started with a palm up, we're gonna now start with the palm down. So it's kind of going to be like we're reversing the movement. So palm down, we're closing the elbow, rotate the hand away, and open it up. And again, close, rotate, and open up. So a few times like that. You should be really starting feeling that in your elbow, and it's really strengthening our rotation and all the muscles and ligaments around our joint. Okay, let's do 2 more. These are great to do every day, by the way. Okay, last one. So up and down is 1, yeah? Okay. So you might even do a little bit rotations with your elbows and notice the difference between one and the other. Okay, so let's do now our wrists in the right hand. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hold to my below my wrist, and the movement is coming from nowhere else, just my wrist. So my hand is flat. Now I'm just gonna be going to the side and making the rotation across around my wrist. And I mean like any rotate, like I'm trying to rotate as far as possible. There will be places when it will not be as easy and in others, but you're still trying to rotate that and you're still trying to activate the muscles which govern that movement. Okay, a few more times here to the side. Nothing else is moving, just the wrist. Okay, return out to center. And we're gonna rotate to the other side now. If your hand is shaking, that's fine. You're moving the muscles you've not moved before, so for a long time. Okay, let's leave it and just allow your hand to just do that. Okay, let's do the other one. And actually try it now. So do a couple of shoulder rolls and see that feel the difference in the right hand and in the right hand, left and right. Okay, so let's do left elbow now. Can you even see if you can feel it in your wrists? I can certainly feel the difference. So let's do our left elbow now. So you can bring your hand out. You can bring your hand on the underneath just to hold it in place, and then again the shoulder goes out back a little bit, and let's go up. Close the elbow, rotate the hand away, and open the elbow. Rotate the hand in and close the elbow. Rotate the hand out and open. And a few times. So 1, this is when it starts, okay. This is half when we rotate, and this is 1. Okay, because we started with the palm up, let's finish with palm down and open up and start with palm down. This is the movement, the same movement but in reverse, and it will be activating different muscles, so check out the difference. A few more here. Okay, and finish this one. Let's bring our hand out and just grab a hold of your hand, not on your wrist. And now palms goes flat, and we're starting the rotations. Those rotations are coming only from your wrist. Now slowly, nice slows and controllable. Okay, let's do it to the other side. And just shake your hands out. Okay, let's do one more thing, actually a few things here, but almost finished. So sitting down on the mat, place your left leg just on the floor so it gives us a little bit of stabilization, and with your right leg you want to bring it really close to yourself. We're going to be looking at our knee joint now. I'm trying to straighten the knee joint. So from here, what you want to do, you want to bring your leg quite high, and this is a hinge joint, yes, so it only really goes up and down. It doesn't really go to the side, but there is a little bit of movement, so that is really what we want to look at in here. Going up and down, but also to the side. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to rotate the whole, it's not just my leg going, it's really that bone is rotating out, and I'm going down. Then that bone is rotating in, I'm going back, up, rotate out, and in. If it hurts you, don't do it much, you know, don't really do it, but if it doesn't hurt you, do a couple of times. There's no much movement, you can probably see in my leg, it's only a really tiny movement, but it will make a difference. Okay, and now let's do the other side. So I'm rotating it out, going up, and then rotating it in, going down, rotate out and up, rotate in and out. You might not really have a big of a movement, and that's fine, just as long as you're feeling you're making the movement and you're activating those muscles, it will get better with time. Okay, let's finish. I can feel it really nicely in my leg. And what we want to do here, now we're gonna look at our ankle. So let's start rotating just at the ankle. So you can hold your leg, just so this movement again only comes from the ankle joint, nowhere else, because you will want to be moving different muscles. So to the other side now. Okay, and as you finished, you can nicely feel it in the middle of in the inside of my leg. Let's change it to the side now. So the right leg goes on the floor, and I'm gonna bring left leg is bent in the knee, and I'm gonna bring my arm underneath and bring that leg with me. I'm holding on to that thigh so nothing moves, and now I'm gonna rotate out my bone, bring the leg up and rotate it inside and bring it down. Again, rotate out, up, and rotate in, down. Just do a few times like that, but you want that movement only coming from the knee, not even from the ankle. I was a bit exaggerating there. So really focus on your knee. Okay, and then let's reverse it. So now we've got the rotation in, go up, rotation out, go down, rotation in, up, and rotation out, down. And feel like that. These are called controlled articulated rotations, and it's a thing called cars, and it's really nice for our joints, strengthening our joints. Okay, let's finish that, and now grab a hold of your leg closer to your ankle, and now let's just move that ankle to one side. Do as big rotations as you can possibly do. So very slow and controlled. And to the other side. And now press it down on the floor, bring your another leg in front, and in here what I want you to do, this is our last one before our nice Shavasana. So now connect with your feet, with your toes, so let's move your toes a little bit. But what you want to do now, bring your toes down, and now bring your big toes up. Small toes stay on the floor, bring the big toes down, and bring the small toes up. Big toes are staying on the mat. Bring the small toes down and bring the big toes up. So a couple of times like that. Big toes going up, small staying, or small toes going up, big staying. So see how is your connection in your brain. Let me know how it went. It's a great one to do even in your shower, when you're walking. We can start when you're sitting, because they might be quite difficult at the beginning. Okay, and that's us. We're finished, so let's go back, lie down on the mat. Bring your knees to your chest. Bring your nose to your knees. And then with your knees, you've got your knees over your hips, bring both of them to the sides. And 2 breaths here. Big and slow. Bring them back up to the middle and then to the left side. 2 breaths here. And come back to the center. Bring your right knee on the left knee, right ankle on the left knee, and put your hands underneath your thigh and just bring it to yourself closer. Keep breathing here, 2 breaths here. Okay, let's switch sides. So place that leg on the floor, place the right leg on the floor, and now left leg goes up, left ankle goes on the right knee, and then bring that leg up, and then hug it to yourself. 2 breaths here. Okay, place that leg down on the floor, the other goes down, and now extend your legs out, feet flat open, your hands flat open. You can come back to your normal breathing. If you have a blanket, you can use a blanket here just so you're nice and warm. And let's just stay here for a couple of minutes. Allow your body, allow your brain to absorb whatever happened with the body. Honor your body for doing their job for you today, and thank yourself for coming onto the mat and giving yourself that time. We mobilize the tissues in our whole body, so you should be feeling a little bit more space. This is a great routine to do even every day or a couple of times a week. So be sure to save it so you can return to it easy. If you can stay longer here, I invite you to stay longer in Shavasana, and if your time is going, start wiggling your fingers and your toes, and you can start making nice rotations. And bring your hands over your head and extend as much as possible with your feet away from your hands. Elongate yourself as much as possible. And now, lie to the sides. That hand on the floor. Just press yourself back up. You can keep your eyes closed still. Sit down, your legs crossed, and our hands go into Anjali Mudra. For a reminder of having kind and loving thoughts towards yourself and others, reminding us to have kind and loving communications, and reminding to have kind and loving intentions towards everybody. Namaste. I hope you liked it. Let me know how it was in the comments. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you here same time, same place. Namaste.